Hello and welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. My name is Joris and today I'm here with the third video about saving is hard here in Switzerland, and it's the edition of 2025. In 2023 I started in December with the video about the Haushaltsbudget that was made public by the Bundesamt for Statistik in 2023 for an average family in Switzerland for the year of 2021. So it's always lagging 2 years behind. So these are the numbers for an average family of a Swiss family of 2 adults and 2 children in 2021. You can pause the video and look at all the numbers. I promise you the most important numbers will come back later on one of the next slides. And then in 2024, in November, I made the video about the Haushaltsbudget that was made public by the Bundesamt for Statistik for an average Swiss family in 2022. And here you can see the numbers for that average family. So an important thing was that there the amount that they were able to save was going down to 2,546 Swiss francs. And today, on the 17th of November, the Bundesamt for Statistik published the results for the Haushaltsbudget for an average family in 2023. So we can look at the numbers there. So you have Einkommen aus unselbstständiger Erwerbstätigkeit. So for people that are working as an employer, which is most of the people, they earned 6,655 Swiss francs on average. Then people that are self-employed, they earned 957 Swiss francs on average. And you need to think about it like this. It's all those people, what they earn in total divided by the total people in a family in Switzerland. So then when you add those numbers up, so also the income from all the people divided by all the people, they had on average 463 Swiss francs of income from assets that they invested. So it can be houses, so that they invest in an extra house that they rent out, or their stocks that they own, or bonds that they own. So you have to report everything here in Switzerland, and yeah, I really like the principle. And at first, it's always a bit strange to look at those numbers like that, but over the years, you get used to it, and they make more and more sense when you look at them from year to year. So in total, the first income of people is 8,074 Swiss francs on average. Then of course you have also the retired people, they get money as well, and also people that are unemployed, and in total they earn on average 1,150 Swiss francs for the whole, and also 117 Swiss francs is coming in through other things. So in total the brut income from people is 10,341 Swiss francs in 2023. The saving amount, which is the most important number for this channel, of all these numbers on the expenses side, is 1,736 Swiss francs, because saving, that's a good expense because you save it for later. Then of course you also have the obligated tax expenses. You also have the other taxes that you need to pay. Then you have the amounts that you need to pay for food and beverages. Then you have the, yeah, how do you say that? Gast- und Beherbergungsstätten. I don't know it from the top of my head. But then you have 1,449 Swiss francs is spent for living and energy, or housing and energy. Then you have transportation, 744 Swiss francs is spent every year on that. That's not only cars, but also public transport, because that costs a lot of money as well here in Switzerland. Then you have money for leisure activities, which is really important that that's already depicted here. So you don't need to deduct money for leisure activities from the amount that you are able to save in Switzerland, according to the numbers put out by the Bundesamt for Statistic. And then you have other expenses, like if you buy a TV or a radio or something like that, that's 1,171 Swiss francs per month on average per family, which is quite a lot, but yeah, you don't know what all those other expenses actually are. So my general remarks on these numbers is that it's pretty strange to see a Swiss family depicted like that. So as an average of all working people, so employed, self-employed, and retired people, and even in the blue part, that it's also people that are not employed and are living from money that they get from the state. So on the one hand, you have then working people starting a family, and on the other hand, you have already older people who are retired. And those two families, they are in fact completely different. They have different spending needs. And yeah, it's a bit strange, but as I said before, if you look at the numbers from year to year, they make more sense. And yeah, it's not that stupid of an idea to make an average of those numbers for an average Swiss family. And then you can see that the average amount that a couple can save per month in 2023 was 1,736 Swiss francs. But if you think about it, young families, do they have already an income of 463 Swiss francs per month from their own assets, or are they still building up their assets? My wife and I, we are 45, and yeah, we are building up our assets for about 8 years now, and we are well away from 463 Swiss francs per month from our assets. We have now almost 300 Swiss francs per month coming in from in dividends from our assets. We still have to pay dividends on that, income tax on that as well, of course. But it comes in Brut, and we can invest in Brut as well. And then we pay with the money that comes in from our wages. So you get the idea. When you are young and you look at those numbers, the money that you can save, it's most of the time for older people that can save more, and they pull up the average. And you, as a young individual who are starting out, you think when you see that number 1,736, hey, I don't have that, and I can absolutely understand that. And then you also have to think about the third A pillar. So here in Switzerland, you are more or less obliged to start investing in the third A pillar if you want to have a good pension later on. I already made a video about that as well. Go and check that one out. Maybe I will put a link in the description down below. I still have to look it up, but I think I'm going to do it. But the thing is, that costs a lot of money. In 2023, you were able to save maximal 7,056 Swiss francs per person per year. And if you are with two in your family, then you need to save or set aside every month 1,175 Swiss francs, which is a lot of money. And together with 1,175 with 463 Swiss francs, you're really close to the 1,736 Swiss francs. That is the average amount that people could save in 2023. So for young people, I think when they see those numbers, they say, "Hey, I wasn't able to save into my third A pillar account." And that's a pity, but that's just the way it is. And I believe that you should try to save as much and be really, yeah, how do you say it, really strict on your budget in order to be able to at least save in your third A pillar account after you have an emergency fund, of course. So now we can look at the main numbers of 2021 compared to 2022 and 2023. So the total brut income for an average Swiss family went up from 9,788 to 10,341. So compared to 2022, it went up with 414 Swiss francs, which is really nice. But you can also see that the income from working, that went up with 302 Swiss francs. So year over year it went up, but the total brut income with 414, it wasn't all from working that it went up. The income from assets, it's now 463 compared to 510 in 2021. This means that it's still minus 47 Swiss francs per month for the assets that people owned in 2023. So it was still down. And then you can also see the fixed taxes. So they went from 2,887 to 2,893 in 2022. And in 2023, they went up to 2,995. So up with 102 Swiss francs compared to last year. And the strange thing is that the percentage compared to the total brut income went down for the fixed taxes. So in 2021 it was 29.50%, in 2022 it was 29.14%, and in 2023 it went down to even below 29%. How that is possible, I don't know, but normally the Bundesamt für Statistik is not going to report falsified data, so I believe it when they say that these are the numbers for the average Swiss family. And in that regard, it's a really good thing that the fixed taxes are coming down. Okay, the Krankenkasse, we all know that those numbers are going up from year to year. Once again, in 2026, the numbers are going up with 5 up to 8%. Last year, so in 2025, this year in fact, the numbers went also up with on average 8%. So in about 2 years, we will see those numbers going up quite a lot. That's what I suspect. Cost for food and living, they they are still down compared to 2021 for 2023. So in 2023 it was 638 plus 1171 Swiss francs compared to 1828 Swiss francs in 2021. So still 19 Swiss francs lower. That's a bit surprising, and certainly because yeah, when I go shopping and I need to buy food for my family, I only see the prices go up from year to year. So my average amount that I need to set aside for groceries only went up from 2029 to 2025. So far, every year at least there is an extra 30 up to 40, 50 Swiss francs extra that I need to calculate in for our groceries every month. And I know, okay, my kids, they are growing and they eat more, but if I look at the amount that is in my cart in the shop, that amount isn't rising that much, but the amount on my bill is. So that's a bit annoying, but it is the way it is. Also, the cost for housing went up with 75 Swiss francs, and I believe for 2025 it's going to go up even higher. 2026 probably as well, but yeah, normally now I think maybe 2026 is going to be okay, but when we report the numbers for 2025 in about 2 years, I believe the cost for housing is at least going to rise with plus 100 compared to 2024. What 2024 is going to be compared to 2023, I don't really know, but I know that in 2025, a lot of people from my work and from people that I heard on the train, they spoke that their rent was rising quite a lot. So my wife and I, we were able to buy our house, and we don't really have a problem with that, which is really nice. But yeah, it's not going into the right direction, I should say. Then the cost for transport, that was also a big surprise to me. It went down with 17 Swiss francs compared to last year. And there, the only thing I can say is that 2026 will be a disaster. So you have public transport that is going to raise the prices a lot. Then as well, the insurances are going to go up because they changed the rules for calculating the insurance policy amount, and the full casco, they are going to go up for at least 5%. That's what they predict. So if that is true, normally in about 2 years, you will see this number go up as well quite a lot. Then a good thing, what I already said, is the fact that the amount for hobbies and fun is already included in the budget on the side of the expenses, and that budget went up with 4 Swiss francs compared to 2022. So it's unbelievable, but yeah, it's true. The ever amount saved, that one went from 1710 to 1546 in 2022, so down. And this year in 2023, finally it went up again, so plus 190. So it's back up, even up compared to 2021 with 26 Swiss francs. But more importantly, I already said it, you have your income that went up with 414 Swiss francs, and the amount that a family can save went up 190 Swiss francs to 1,736 Swiss francs per month. So compared to 2021, that was 26 Swiss francs. Now, if you deduct the Einkommen aus Vermögen, that's 463 Swiss francs, you only have 1,273 Swiss francs left, which is up compared to 2021, where we had only 1,200 Swiss francs left. And in 2022, we actually only had 1,109 Swiss francs left. And in 2022, you could save 6,883 Swiss francs per person per year for your third A pillar. So that was on average 1,150 Swiss francs per month per family. So there you were short 41 Swiss francs. And here, luckily, you can save again for your third A pillar in full. But remember, when you are a young family, the 463 Swiss francs out of assets, you won't have that amount. So in that regard, for an average family, it was okay, but for young starting families, it's not okay. And then you still had 98 Swiss francs left in 2023 as an average family. So you could put that in an emergency fund, and if that was full, you could invest those 89 Swiss francs as well, 98 Swiss francs as well. It is peanuts, but it's much better than the 41 Swiss francs that an average family had short to even pay in full for their 3A pillar in 2022. So saving is hard, but you should try to keep a budget and try to save 50, 100 or even 200 Swiss francs per month to build your wealth. And you know that I'm doing the U portfolio, and in that one I'm investing 200 Swiss francs per month to let you see what is possible with that amount if you keep investing and keep at it. And yeah, just obey simple rules. You you say beforehand, okay, when the PE of that company is below that value, I will maybe buy it. Or when another company is even better, in my opinion, in that time, and also below the PE that I set, I will buy that one. But you always keep to your rules, and you also keep in mind my rule of 300 when you are investing, because for every 300 Swiss francs that you saved and invested into a product that gives you 4% per year, you will receive 1 Swiss franc per month. So 300 Swiss francs divided by 100 times 4 is 12 Swiss francs per year, divided by 12 months gives 1 Swiss franc per month. And that's my rule of 300. So if you keep that in the back of your head, every 300 Swiss francs that you can put into the stock market, later in life, you will get back 1 Swiss franc per month once you get when you are retired. So budgeting is key, saving is key, and then investing is key. 1 up to 300 Swiss francs per month is a start and better than most Swiss people. So on average, an average family is only able to save 98 Swiss francs in 2023. So if you can save already 100 Swiss francs, you're beating the average Swiss family with already 2 Swiss francs per month. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit, and when it compounds, it can become a really big difference. So hang in there, stay consistent, and think about my rule number 7 of dividend investing, and that is there is only consistent cost averaging. Dividends will increase more and more if you keep on investing, and after 9 to 10 years, and you see I adjusted the numbers compared to my previous video of 2024, so it was 8 9, but I adjusted it to 9 10 years because yeah, it's more correct to say 9 to 10 years. Even yeah, if you are unlucky and the stock market drops just before yeah, before you are able to put in enough money, then the dividends will still come, but yeah, you invested during a period of 8 years where the prices were only rising. So it's better for you that the stock crash comes immediately at the start of your investing journey. So that's the only thing that I can say. So you have to be a little bit lucky to have 9 to 10 years or 11 years, but it will come, the 300 Swiss francs per month. And if you started investing with 300 Swiss francs per month and then you receive 300 Swiss francs per month in dividends, you can double your effort on that time and you will go double as fast. So also, to keep you motivated, celebrate reaching dividend goals. So you know that I do that every time when I reach a goal, 25 Swiss francs per month, 50 Swiss francs per month, 100 Swiss francs per year. I celebrated those dividend goals, and now, yeah, we are waiting for our 300 Swiss francs per month that we will reach that on average on our ETF and our U portfolio together or separate. So when I'm reporting our ETF portfolio, this is the goal for our ETF portfolio right now. We still have a bit to go, but it's getting closer and closer. And yeah, when we will get there, that's just the amount where we started with 8, 9 years ago. So that's really great. So I know we are fortunate to earn enough money, my wife and I. We earn more than the average family, you can know that. 3 years ago, we were the average Swiss family, but yeah, I started working more. I started earning more. My wife is earning more because she got um, how do you say it? She got a pay increase, but she also got um, A promotion, that's the word. Sorry for the long pause there. And you know, I'm not editing my my videos. I only edited so far one video. That was the video with Warren Buffett in it. And I always record in one go, and then I put in the video, and then I recorded the rest in one go as well. So that's just the way I like to do it. And sometimes that's annoying, of course, for you to listen to it, but you have to excuse me for that. I have a shortage of time. I make these videos for fun. I make them for my kids later on, and yeah, that's just the way it is. So we went from 300 Swiss francs per month about 8 years ago, a little bit more than 8 years ago now. I believe it was 2016 in April that we started, and now we invest 900 Swiss francs into our ETF portfolio every month, 200 Swiss francs into my U portfolio every month. And for our daughters, we save 3 times 100 Swiss francs every month because we have 3 daughters, of course. And every month we now invest 1,400 Swiss francs. So compared to the 300 Swiss francs where we started with, that's a quite nice increase. I hope that this keeps increasing as we go on. But yeah, as long as I can see already in my budget plan, that's not the case for the foreseeable future. So we have to just keep at it, just like you are going to keep at it. And we are reinvesting the dividends. So with our ETF portfolio, we are around 275 Swiss francs. Normally, when I invest on the 25th this month, it will increase further. Although with the euro and the dollar, I'm not sure. And then with our U portfolio, I have 11 Swiss francs per month on average. So we are at 286 Swiss francs per month now that we are reinvesting in dividends. And like that, we are almost reinvesting as much dividend as we were investing in the beginning that we started with investing. So that's really nice for us. And when we get there, I will know for sure we will go to the McDonald's and celebrate. But we keep a very strict budget, nothing like the extreme frugal people from the fire community, so we are way far off of the 70% or 60% that they are reaching. So we are certainly not there, but we are certainly more frugal than the average person here in Switzerland. I can see that every day around me. A lot of people are spending crazy money, and I believe that those people should read the next good books. So you have the first one, Your Money or Your Life, which is actually the book that inspired Mr. Money Mustache to start his blog and his YouTube channel, and he made the FIRE movement actually quite popular. They were more into financial independence, so Vicky, Robin, and Joe Dominguez. And I really like the book. It's a really good book. It explains how you need to go through the steps to determine what is actually the amount of money that you need every year, how much you need and every month, and how much you need to save in order to get enough return of your money to live your life independently from money problems. And then you have also the Psychology of Money from Morgan Housel, and also The Art of Spending Money from Morgan Housel. I am actually now reading this book, The Art of Spending Money, and I must say it's a really good one. I like the Psychology of Money a lot as well. He also has another book. Wait, I will check it in his book. Here, Same as Ever is actually another book that he wrote. I haven't read that book yet, so I can't say whether or not it's a good one. But probably it is because for me then at least, because I like reading his books. He has a good writing style for me, and yeah, that's actually the end of my video. So with that being said, thank you for watching to my videos. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. A lot of you, actually 85% of you, aren't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel. So if you would like to hit that subscribe button, it's totally free. It doesn't hurt your budget in any way, and it helps me to keep at it as well here on my YouTube channel. Hit that like button as well. That helps out my channel enormously as well. And with that being said, thank you for watching to this one, and see you on the next one on my YouTube channel. Bye.